What's up, people? This video is going to be about a few things that have been going on lately. But first, I want to talk about the new All Stars castles. So you can go to the rewards for the next All Stars, or you can go to decorate. And I just want to say these new All Stars castles. I've never gotten an All Star castle, but these new All Star castles look spectacular. Tier 1 looks great. Tier 2 looks great. And tier 3 is so bling bling, I really don't know what to say. And they all look good with that those three dragons, purple crystal exterior. But these castles look fantastic, and they all have 2 own to activate buffs. A mounted troop attack. This is a little weird. It changes from ground troop hit point to mounted troop attack debuff. It's the first time I've seen anything like that on a castle. It changing the stat completely, but yeah, I've never gotten a castle from All Stars. I've only gotten one dragon, Colton Dragon, but I'm on Continent 6. They changed all the servers, and I have a real good shot of placing top 50. I think you gotta do, what do you gotta do? Top 100 to get a rank 1 castle, top 50 to get a rank 2, and then top like 15 to get the rank 3. I think I have a real good chance of getting a rank 2 castle and getting one of those essences for the new dragon or whatever. I should be able to place top 50. Um, so I think the look of these castles is probably the most interesting thing I had to talk about today. Um, yeah, so we had our round 5, 6, 7 of Chalons. It really sucked. We had to come in second place in round 5, and we freaking came in. We came in third. We had one team that was just a couple of thousand points ahead of us the whole fucking time. It really, really, really sucked. So yeah, 7,000 points ahead of us. This is the only round that my team used a bunch of heals in. Used a bunch of healing speed ups, healed a bunch of troops. It's the only time I've instructed my team to heal, because it's the only battlefield that's ever mattered. You can see we scored higher in this round than we did any of the other rounds, because we healed more troops, we had more troops to get more points. And then basically in round 6 and round 7, we didn't care what we placed. We didn't use any healing speed ups. We would have had to have come in first place in round 6, and then in first place or second place in round 7 to get a red sub. And there's no way we were gonna do that. And then when we entered round 6, one of the teams had a 40 billion K44. And we were like, holy shit, how'd this team come in third place in round 5? So that's how Chalons ended for us. We ended up like 46 or something. I don't know why it doesn't show at the very top what you were. Yeah, 46. Let's see with the other alliance on our server, SMF. They came in 4th overall for Elite League. But we got our tier 4 alliance castle. We didn't have one yet. We're the only alliance on the server with a tier 4 alliance castle. So that feels pretty GG. It's just us and one other alliance on this server. So we recently moved. Our hive used to be here. We moved a little closer to the middle. And the other alliance over here, they get way more players and way more power than us, and no tier 4 alliance castle. I don't know. I would have thought, over a few weeks after they saw Heather Chalons went, I would have thought a few of these players would have detracted from them, left them to join us. But it is what it is. Let's look at the alliance power rankings. Yeah, so they're double our power. And then these next two, rank 3 and rank 5, they're just filled with their all accounts, because it used to be top 4 NAP, and these were the other 3 alliances, and they all went into this SMF one. But I got an all-star dragon. No one's got an all-star dragon. I got Wonder 3, and nobody else got Wonder 3. We got the we got the Alliance Castle. They ain't got it. So now our goal is to get 2 people. Our goal now is to get. I know I can get qualified for Major League All Stars every time. So our goal is to get at least one other person qualified for Major League All Stars. So we're having our second highest guy in the alliance. We're doing some things to feed him points in All Stars. I wrote up a whole email, sent it out a few days ago about what we're going to do to try to get him. He's K40. No one else in our alliance is K40 but me. I'm 41. Then we got like 3 or 4 39s, but he's 40 and higher power than anyone else besides me. So I've seen some numbers. There's some estimates out right now, and it appears you're going to have to score about 20,000 points each round for all 4 rounds to qualify for Major League on Continent 6, which is a lot less than it would have been before the server changes. But so far, we haven't had a single Battlefields where anyone else on my team has scored 20,000 points. So we're going to have to do some things to ensure that he gets 20,000 points, or he gets more points. I think that's the prudent thing to do, since we know, but like, we got to have goals that people can look forward to, that require team effort, that give rewards to the team. It can't just be me getting the red subsidy and me getting the All Stars dragon. No, now that I know I can qualify for every All Stars, we got to get someone else qualified. We got to start getting someone else qualified for All Stars as well. Like, there's some things that we can do. The whole team works together on it. Like, there's a good chance. There's a good chance that we can accomplish it. So we accomplish getting this tier 4 alliance castle together. That feels good. It ain't got no stone gathering speed, but it does have 2 attack buffs, which is pretty nice. I think it's better than the previous ones. The previous ones had ground troop hit points. This one's got mounted troop and ground troop attack 15%, so that's pretty nice. It's kind of hard to get ground troop attack. Let's see, what else is worth talking about? Poseidon's event is going on right now. The event sucks. Don't waste your time. The rewards are shit. Fucking. Yeah, I guess that's all there is to say about that. I hit 30%. I hit 30% rewards on the lucky jackpot. was able to buy a couple of those boxes. I'm gonna get my Darius 1 to 4-star next event, and then I got one more copy of him. I'm only gonna need to get 4 more copies of him to fully ascend, so that feels pretty good. I'd only ever gotten 10% in the jackpot, but I hit that 30%. I was like, oh god damn, I got like 4,000 coins at once. That was fucking legit. But yeah, this event's pretty boring. Not a lot going on. I'm waiting for the big event to do any significant spending. I am doing the Solace Wishing Pool, so that's like 5 packs, and three of them will be triple downs, of course, right? Because there's 3 triple down coupons. Because you gotta do 5 packs to complete the Solace Wishing Pool. So I think that's the most bang for your buck for a low amount of spending. You do 5 packs, you get everything in the Solace Wishing Pool, and then I think you get everything to cake level 6. I think you get cake level 6, which you need. That currency is super hard to get for the new Senate stuff. So you get all that, and then you also get, you know, a billion of each more resource extra in the war medal event. And what else? You get to utilize, you know, your triple downs. Yeah, but that's about it. I think doing the Solace Wishing Pool, you either want to spend nothing or spend 500. I think all these rewards combined with the 500, or with the final rewards here, is pretty good. Because what do you get? You get, here's 800 more, right? You get a billion, you get 4 billion here, and then the war medal is another billion. So that's 5.8 billion all resources plus 10% from opening. That's like 6.3 billion. It's a significant amount for only 5 packs, right? But yeah, I think all this stuff added up, you know, with what's in everything from cake 1 to 6, I think that makes it worth it. How many more resources do you get? Okay, you get 500 at 3, 80, 100. Oh, then another 500 here, so that's another billion, right? And then, of course, you get your civilization piece. Yeah. What else is there to say? So I think they're gonna come out with a new champion. Isn't that what they usually do? It's like champion, then spiritual beast, then champion, then spiritual beast. So I think the next thing, I think when they either the event before or the large event, they should be coming out with another champion. Because the next event's consuming return, so the large event should be the event after that one. So 2 events from now should be the large event. And I always do the cake during the large event because there's always like a special currency where you can get the premium duty generals. It depends though, like it depends what duty generals you can get with that currency. Because I already have my Zizka, my Nordic Barb King done. I don't have Simone yet, but I'm hoping they have Gilgamesh. They had Gilgamesh 2 large events ago, and then they didn't happen in the most recent event. I wanna fully ascend him. Here, what else? What else am I working on? Oh, I was saying that because I got all my champions. Like, there's nothing else I really want right now. I'm just doing the free daily stuff. So I was trying to decide if I want to start doing the art treasure scrolls from the level 5 optional chests, or if I want to bank ruby necklaces for whatever next champion they release. Because it just takes so goddamn long to save up the ruby necklaces, or to save up the art treasure scrolls rather, where you can get all these buffs, you know, near immediately. Doesn't take that long to finish off one of these champions compared to how many art treasure scrolls you would need. But like I have level 5, or no, I have level 6 art treasure scrolls. So it's gonna take like forever to get to unlock level 7. Let's see. At level 6, I think? Level 5 or level 6? Yeah, I have level 6. So it's 2680 times 15. 2680 times 15. So that's 39. It's like 40,000. Need 40,000 art treasure scroll chests. And you get like 60, right? And then it's 120 with a double down. So that's like, how many packs is that? It's like 360 packs or some shit. What? 360? What the fuck? These buffs are for significant, but for the amount of ruby necklaces I could get instead of art treasure chests, I could fully do like probably 4 more champions or some shit. I don't know. They don't come out with champions, you know, so fast. But I think since I started playing, they came out with all these extras. I don't know. They come out with new champions relatively quickly. I'd say like every 3 months. Every 3 months they come out with a new champion and a new spiritual beast. So where I'm at with spiritual beast is my pastor's level 40, right? Pastor actually takes a significant amount of resources after a while because you have to do your warehouse to 41 also. So let's see. How much is the warehouse? It's like 10 billion of each or some shit. Let me see. Ooh. Yeah. It ends up getting expensive. But 63 is is the requirement with level 41 pastor. So I have, I think 5 of them at 63. 4. I was at 62. So that'll be 6. I only need to get 3 more to 63. I'm not going to take it to 41 until I have, you know, all of them at 63, right? Otherwise, there's no point. So that's not bad. There's 9 of them, right? There's 9 of them, but 8 of them only give 10%. This one gives 50%. So it's 50% plus 80%. So it'll be 130% in extra in-city buff. So 130% buff on defense when I have them all at 63 and I take it to 41. And then, you know, every additional spiritual beast there is, if you're able to level it up to 63, it's going to be 10% more for each one, maxing it out of the max level, right? So yeah, it'd be nice if they came out with spiritual beasts that had these massive buffs to them. they're so nice. I mean, 10% is kind of like meh. I mean, but once there ends up being enough of them, there's 9 right now. Once there's 10, then it's like, oh, well, that's at least 100% if they're all at the next level requirement. What else is worth talking about? I don't know. I guess I could talk about what I spend on. So this event, I'm only doing 3 of the main event pack because I already did 2 packs worth on other stuff. So I did shopping spree a few times for gems, and then on day 4, I did the Hall of Historic Generals, and then I did Lucky Jackpot. And then I also did some of the super monthly cards. So between all that stuff, it ended up being like 2 packs worth. So I'm just limiting myself to 5 total packs this event, just to complete the solid switching pool, and that's it. So because they've been coming out with a new duty general or duty officer gear. They've been coming out with new duty officer gear, and that's a level 8, and it's 11 packs to hit that. So if they do those back to back, they come out with 2 in a row like they did recently. That's 2 G's for the month, so that adds up pretty fast. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm doing the solid switching pool. I'm doing cake 8 when there's a new duty officer piece of equipment, and then when there's a large event, like it's every like 3 or 4 months, I'll do the cake during that large event. Unless there's nothing I don't already have that you can buy with the currency. Because it always makes it worth it to get, when you can get 6 or 7 copies of premium generals with that currency, makes the packs much more worth it. So that's going to be my level of spending for the foreseeable future. I was going a little crazy on the game. I got like 10K on my credit card, so it's going to take me, at that level of spending, it's going to take me like a year to pay off my card. But I was like the first 6 months I was playing this game, I did every single cake. I used every single coupon I ever got for a 99 pack. So that's like, how many coupons do you get a month? Like almost like more than 40. Because you get 5 in the 3-day event. Oh, you get more than 50. Because you get 22 or something during the long events, right? And then you get 5 in the 3-day events. So yeah, it's more than 50 coupons. So I was doing more than 5 G's a month for like the first 6 months. I was also buying a pack a day during the 3-day events to get the stockpile tickets. I've cut that out. I'm not doing that anymore either. So I'm just doing the solid switching pool or cake 8. If there's duty items, and then once every 3 or 4 months, the cake during the large event. I mean, I'm already reasonably ahead of a lot of players on the continent, especially everybody on my server. So that level, I mean, when you're already ahead and you're still spending more than most everybody, I'm still going to be able to get even further ahead. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting. They're supposed to have some increase in the packs, in all the packs. That's what they put out in the developer call, like the changes that were going to happen next month, e.g., November. And we're supposed to see some increase in at least the main event pack. You know what they should really do though? They should turn all the coupons you get into triple downs, and then the few triple downs you get, turn those into quadruple downs. That's what they should really do. Do that. Release that like this November, and then don't come out with K50 until the December after this one. Give us a year of full on triple and 3 quadruple downs. Give us a year. Let a few dozen more people in all of Evony go from K44 to K45 before they come out with K50. Because it's just going to be soul crushing at first battlefields you go into, and there's K50, and you're like K41 or 42, and they got, tier 17 troops. They get the 16s and the 17s over you. And they get a march size. They get a personal march size of over 10 million. Maybe like 12 million. Just gonna get fucking destroyed. And then they have, 500% more buffs. They get like 5,000% buffs. You're just gonna run into a player that can just zero everybody else on the battlefield because they're just like way significantly. I mean, you already pretty much have that, but you're definitely gonna have, because we all know that there's certain players out there that are already K45 and they're just hoarding all their resources. Why build more troops when you can just save up trillions of resources? So as soon as K50 comes out, you hit it in a day. I'm sure Nader already has all the resources. He hasn't increased in power. Like, we saw him shoot up from 80 billion power to 200 billion power in like 3 months. And that was like 6 months ago. He definitely has the resources to hit K50 already. Then he's just gonna obliterate. Well, he already does, but then he's just gonna obliterate everyone on Continent 5. Complete annihilation. Yeah, they need a significant increase in the packs, and that increase needs to be up and running for a reasonable amount of time before K50 comes out. But I think they're going to release the increase in the packs like a month or two. I think they're going to release it mid-November, increase in the packs mid-November, come out with the K50 update like the end of this December, beginning of January, some shit like that. Everyone would be like, oh, sweet. I get a lot more for what I'm spending. Freaking a few weeks later, K50 comes out. Oh, fuck. What am I going to do now? These few extra resources I got for a few packs ain't going to do shit. If they have any K45s on the server, They're going to be K46s that day. Meanwhile, they're still stuck at, hopefully 44. I mean, that's the plan. That's the goal I can see myself getting to in like maybe just a little over a year's time, getting to K44 with, Military Academy 9 maxed out. That that's that's progression wise climbing up. That's how I'm gonna chart it out. I'm gonna stay K41 until I have all the tactics scrolls I need for 42, and then I'm gonna go to K42. Do all the tactics researching. I need like 147,000 or some shit. I almost got 40,000. Need like 107,000 more. So it's going to be a few months, obviously, maybe 3 months, 4 months, and stay at 42 until I have everything for 43, etc. Maybe get to K44 in over a year from now. But shit, if they come out with K50, what the fuck? The fuck am I gonna do then? Fuck am I gonna do then? The only thing I can think of that would make it any better is if, because there's nothing in the regular academy past 40. So maybe if they come out with K50, they come out with a few more sections in the regular academy that do level 41 to 45 stuff. Because I have a significant amount of research stones. That'd be pretty sweet. If there's a bunch more attack and defensive, and maybe some ways to get more resources, like a significant amount of resource production, or like extra resources on gathering, some shit like that. That'd be cool. I mean, if they come out with K50, it can't just be K50. Like, it has to be a whole bunch of shit at once, right? Because when they came out with K45, didn't they release like a shit ton of stuff? Didn't they release like the Senate and the fucking? Wasn't there a huge change with the pastor and what else didn't exist before K45? They did release more sections to the academy, but I don't think that was during the update. That was like after the update. But yeah, they have to release a whole bunch of stuff at once. So that way the people that, there's only going to be a few people that can go up to K46 and higher. There has to be like a bunch more content for everybody else as well that they can also do. So if there was sections for level 41 to 45 stuff in the regular academy, that would satisfy everybody. That's a little bit. It would give them a little something. Everybody K41 to 44. So I hadn't made a video for a while, maybe a week. So I had a few things to talk about, but I think that is I think that's a wrap for now. Oh yeah, so I was out in Chalons. I was first in points, so I got a gold subsidy, right? And I selected Japan. It wasn't a random key. I could actually select the key that I wanted. So I've got one Japan fully spectacled, but I get one more Japan key, I'll have a second one fully spectacled. And then I just have one more Japan and the rest are Koreas. I need like 12 more Korea keys or some shit. So that was cool. I think the spectacle should be way better. Should be way better. I mean, you got to get the base key, right? For the base key, you get this stuff. You get 10% attacking troops attack. But then you got to get 4 more keys to get this stuff. And like, really, there's the useless stuff in here. General experience for monster kill, crafting speed, ground troop healing speed twice. Probably going to be healing your ground troops the least. You got to get 4 more keys to get 5% attacking troops attack. You know, the reason why they couldn't make them that much better, I would think they should be significantly better. At 4 more keys, they're not even twice as good. But they can't make them that much better than that, because if you look at any of the red subsidies compared to any full spectacled culture regular gold city, the the bonuses like aren't that much better. So like I think it was the last weekend. Was it the last weekend they had they had what I considered a real good one. It was a siege machine attack. It was a siege machine one, and it had 30% siege machine attack, defense, and hit points. I feel like that's really good. Like if I would have gone after one, unfortunately, the cultural subs are only in 5 continents, and continent 5 is like 700 or 800 servers. Like it's ridiculous what you got to spend. So I've never tried to acquire one. That one was tempting, but I'm just gonna wait until they split it up in 6 continents. It's almost impossible now. But if you compare that subsidy to a full spectacled America, so this gives you so that was 30% siege machine attack, defense, and hit points. So this gives you 20% siege machine attack, 5% defense and hit points. Full spectacled America. And construction speed is useful. Another 5% siege machine attack on defense. It's not bad. And 5% research speed, plus you have the research speed here, right? 20% research speed full and 10% construction. And it's like real easy to full spectacle in America because people don't bid on them. People are always bidding on Japan and Russia, right? So I full spectacled this like, I don't know, 8 months ago or some shit. I full spectacled this and the Europe. Because I was getting, the most in the pool. I was getting the random keys. Like, if I'm getting random keys, if I'm trying to go after just Japan's, like how goddamn long is it going to take to full spectacle all Japan's? Maybe like 3 or 4 years or some shit. It'd be much faster to full spectacle a different one. That way my random key could be like 5 different keys instead of just 1 key. So I'll full spectacle an America, a Russia, and a Europe. I got 1 Korea and 1 Japan full spectacle. I almost have a second Japan full spectacles. And then I got my base subsidy full spectacle, of course. But, yeah, I think any of them full spectacles compared to the red subsidies, you got to look at that and think about, because the number of especially on continent 5, the number of packs that you would have to buy with no double down, because you're basically losing it's like 40 something packs you'd have to buy with no coupon. You're losing all the stuff in those 40 packs. So if you compare all the things you're losing times 40 versus the amount of buffs you'd get in one of those red subsidies compared to a full spectacle of any other gold subsidy, is it really worth it? I don't think it is. I think if you could acquire one for like $3,000, I think it would be worth it. Like if it was just a handful of packs pass doing a cake instead of being like 3 cakes worth where you're only getting the stuff from the cake once. That's the other thing is you're losing 2 pieces of the supremacy gear. You're losing a whole bunch of shit trying to get those red subs. What I mean, because most people aren't that rich where they can spend that much. You got to think if some people going over those red subs, they're spending what they could be otherwise spending later on with more coupons. So they're losing everything in 40 of those packs that they have to spend, with no double or triple down. I hate doing it. Spending with no coupon. So anyways, I'm not even going to I've never tried to acquire one other than in Chalons, right? So now I'm still not even going to consider it till they split it up into 6 continents. It's just ridiculous that we have like 700 or 800 servers in our continent where the other 4 servers only have 200, 250 servers. It's fucking crazy. All right, anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to talk about here. You guys have a good one.